It was a hot August day that my daughter Emily and I boarded the Empire Builder train from Albany to Minneapolis. I was a bit apprehensive and not entirely sure what to expect once we reached our destination. I was going to meet my 37-year-old sister Diana for the first time. Diana and I had been talking over the phone and by email for a few months, but getting on a train and traveling 1,500 miles to see someone I'd never met was entirely a different matter. I was excited and a little bit nervous. What would she and her family be like? My journey began with what would have been an ordinary stop at my mailbox during a spring day in 2007. Inside the box was a manila envelope that was rather thick and had a name I didn't recognize on the return address. I carefully opened the envelope, somehow knowing that whatever was inside, it was going to be something big. I pulled out a letter and several photographs. The letter began, "Dear Ms. Stadnick." The letter went on to say that the author had reason to believe that she was my sister and that we shared the same father, Roger Joseph Kelly. Enclosed with the letter were photos I recognized as indeed being my father and a couple of photos of her as a young child. I knew in that moment that my lost sister had found me. Shortly after my 11th birthday, I had a sister and brother who were born within 2 months of each other. I grew up with my brother, who was my mom's child. While I knew that my sister existed, my father abandoned us both shortly after her birth. Being a child myself, I didn't have the ability to stay in touch with her mother and make sure that I was a part of her life as she and I grew up. The last contact I had with them was a picture that was captioned with the words, "Diana Kelly, 20 months old," the same photo that was now enclosed with her letter. As an adult, I had often thought about Diana and wondered about her. Was she happy? Where was she? And did she know about me? Getting off the train that day and being able to meet her after 35 years was like coming full circle, finding the missing piece of myself that had been taken the day my father left. While we will never be able to fully recapture all that we missed during our childhood, we learned that we have been bonded through many shared challenges and interests that life presented us with before we met. The bond we share as sisters has not been diminished by the years lost. Rather, it has been built by the moments.